Hi guys, it's Juliette. It's good to have you here. Today is the green moment for my Philodendron Cordatum plant. I have this guy for about 7 months. It lives on the shelf above my desk. This plant likes low to medium light, no direct sun exposure, and my desk is about 10 feet away from the window, and I have northeast exposure in my apartment. By looking at the plant, I can tell that it's very happy. The leaf color is very dark green and vibrant. The plant shape is very full. I also like to use this plant type on the shelf because of its cascading habit, and as you can see, it grew a really beautiful long legs for me. The plant is potted in self-watering planter just like the rest of my plants. This particular planter type has a wicker watering system. Let me show you what it is. On the back here we have a plastic tube. This is a water level indicator. It tells me when the reservoir is full or empty. Right now the red stick inside the tube is all the way at the minimum mark, so I know that the reservoir is empty and the plant used all the water. So that signals for me to start checking the potting mix, and if the potting mix is dry, I can water the plant. So let me take it apart and I can show you what the wicker system looks like. I'm going to remove the inner pot. The cover of this planter works as a reservoir, and here at the bottom you can see there's a rope. So this single piece of rope goes across the inner pot, and that's how the water gets transferred into the potting mix. This plant is potted in a special subtract. This subtract contains of the high quality mineral stones. It works like a sponge. It pulls the moisture towards the plant roots, but at the same time it keeps the moisture level even and allows the oxygen to get in. So this is a perfect potting mix for any plant. Let me put it back together. All right, so as I normally do, the first thing I'll do, I will test and see if the plant is ready to be watered, and I'm gonna use the soil moisture meter to make sure the soil is dry enough. Yeah, and it is very dry. As you can see, it's all the way at the red zone, which means the soil is dry. I'm gonna check in a few other spots just to make sure it's dry everywhere. Yep, it is dry and the plant is ready for a drink. This time I will add plant food into the water. I like to fertilize my plants springtime when the plant growth is very active. Even though my favorite and the best plant food I use made by good dirt. It's like a vitamin water. There's no chemicals, it's all natural. It can be used all year round, can be used with each watering, but I personally fertilize my plants during the spring and sometimes early summer. All you just need 1 teaspoon for the gallon of water. So this bottle can last you a long time. I have already put half a teaspoon in this watering can. It's a little under half a gallon. The way this watering method works for this planter, you do not fill up the reservoir. There is no opening to fill up the reservoir. But this potting mix, the subtract, is not getting really soaking wet. So all you have to do is just pour the water through the subtract, and you keep pouring the water through until the red stick will start moving up. The subtract absorbs the water and it releases the moisture for plant when the plant needs it. So you can see this red stick is up at the maximum right now, so I can stop. Now the plant can drink its vitamin water, and I will repeat the fertilizing next time when the plant is ready. I put a little bit too much water, but it's okay. The plant will drink it. You see it's a little bit above the maximum mark. Right now I can clean the leaves, and as usual I use the Swiffer. It's very soft, it's very gentle. It's not gonna harm the leaves. I'll just support the leaf at the bottom and I'll remove the dust so this guy can breathe. It can again absorb the light better. I don't know if you can see, there's a white dust here, catches it up right away. It's perfect. And again, just don't rush, just do it slowly so you can get all the leaves. And at the end of here as well, the babies. So everyone is clean and ready. I'm gonna have to turn it towards me so I can see where the dust is better. There we go. Now he looks happier. Alright, let me turn this guy back to you. I'm gonna see the leaves here. It's good to do it close to the window so the light helps to see where the dust is. Alright, I think this guy is pretty happy. Now I am gonna remove the yellow leaves, and again, the yellowing leaves, drying leaves, it's normal. Sometimes it's just a natural process. Some leaves are just dying off when the new ones are growing in. So this guy needs to be cut off, and I'm just gonna use the scissors and I'll cut it off close to the plant stem. That's it, that's it, this is out. I'm gonna turn this around and see if anything else needs to be removed. Overall, as you can see, the plant doesn't have any brown tips, dry tips. It looks very happy. I do trim the runners once in a while to force the plant to grow new stems on the top so the plant is not losing its shape. Let me get this guy out and see if it got really leggy, meaning if the spacing between the stems. Yeah, as you can see here, because this one was hiding underneath of other stems, you see how wide the spacing is? That's the new leaf it's developing right here. But you see how big the spacing is here? Where on the stems that are closer to the light, they grow the spacing is much less. So I can simply prune this guy back, and I'll do it right underneath the leaf here. Yeah, this is good. Let me see if there's any other legs that can be trimmed. Yeah, the same here. See, it's going too far out without having any leaf on it. And I'm just gonna trim this one here. Let me see if any other runners need to be trimmed. Oh, look, this guy's like a little dancer. Let me show you. See what it does? Look, it created a loop. That's amazing how these plants grow. Yeah, you see the spacing is big, but it managed itself to curl in somehow. I'm not gonna trim this, I'm gonna leave it. It's kind of cool to see. All right, so trimming is done, watering is done, cleaning is done. And the last thing I will do, I'll give this guy a nice mist for refreshing. Yeah, this guy likes humidity. So giving it mist once or twice a week really gives this guy refreshing treatment. It makes him feel better. So now when it's clean, trimmed, watered, it can go back to its spot. And this is it for today. You have a great day, guys, and I see you soon.